together. They are going to be your pitch papers, which I will show you as we go through our training. Right? Once you're upstairs, these are the only pens we use. You do not use any other pens. These are the pens we use. I'll give you all one now, so you've all got one. You can use them later. Yeah.
Thank you.
This is what we use all the way through our presentations.
Nice.
Never. Cheers.
Thank you.
Okay, we get in each morning. The first thing we do is grab those 5 sheets of paper. There's a staple on the manager's desk. Staple them together. You're going to have, very similar to what's over here, is an invitation book. Right? This is going to be given to you in the second last day of your training, which has got all your books in it, all your directories of all the countries, resorts, all those bits and pieces, all your literaries in it. Right? Plus our big black book. You normally get them ready in the morning, and you find yourself a table. When you found yourself your table, you put those books right beside your table, waiting for your client. Waiting for your client is you're going to receive, not receive, you're going to be given, the manager's going to show you one of these. One of these are very simple, survey sheet. It's going to have the name of your client on it. It's going to have the time they're checking in. When your manager gives you one of these, you quickly glance at it, you pop downstairs and pick your clients up straight away. Prior to picking your clients up, one of the most important things that we've got to worry about right now this room here that we're in, your managers are sitting over there. Your seating is very, very, very important. Never have your back to your manager. So example being, this is the table we're going to use. Your clients must be sitting on this side. You are sitting on this side. If the man, and using yours as an example, if you're sitting here, the man must be sitting here. Do not sit opposite the woman, right? If it's a female, Linda, if it's you, you're sitting here, the females must be sitting here. What you're doing is you're taking control the minute you go upstairs, right? You get up to the platform at the top of the staircase. John and Mary, that's my table over there. Follow me. Guide them over to the table. Do not walk in front of your clients. Do not walk behind your clients. Walk beside your clients, keep in control, guiding them to the seating. John, can you please sit here? That's my seat over there. Mary, sit there, please. Right? Please remember that, because the reason that is done, the manager's looking at you. And he might be telling you to move it on. He might be telling you to slow down. They're doing pricing. They don't need your clients looking at all that sort of stuff. Right? Your clients have got to be focused on what you're doing. The managers are always waving their hands and arms around. They're doing pricing for tables. And if your clients are facing them, they're seeing what's going on. So it's very, very important that your seating area is correct. Again, manager's table. If it's you, Dusty, doing a presentation, that's you're there, that's your male client there. You'll always have couples. Yes, you will have, to elaborate there, you will have lesbians, gay couple. Doesn't matter which side you're sitting on, of course, right? But if it's a male and a female, right? Male, female. The other vacant chair that you have beside you is for your manager, for when he comes to the table, which I'm going to go through into your training. But please remember that is one of the most important things we've got to worry about with our presentation. All right, that we're sitting in the correct area. Okay. As I said, when you go downstairs, because your manager will call you up and he'll say, Mark, you go up, you got John and Mary Smith downstairs. Do not worry about going to the toilet then. Do not worry about trying to find your books then. Have that all set up prior. Charge down and go meet your clients. You meet your clients and you meet your clients buzzing. Your first presentation, your initial presentation is the most important thing about this whole presentation. When you go downstairs, these people have been kidnapped off the street, most of them. They are scared shitless. They don't know where they are, right? You've got to go down there, eye contact, firm handshake. John and Mary, how are you? My name's Peter. Welcome to Karma Group. I'm the one that's showing you around today. Follow me, guys. What I'm doing there is I'm taking control, right? You bring them through reception. We're going to do all this step by step later in our training, right? We're going to do the whole lot all the way through it, even including the resorts to back to here, right? What I'm getting across here is at reception, these people have got to be eased down a little bit. They've come with a brick wall. I always had a joke with them. I'd always say to them, John and Mary, seriously, didn't you tell your kids not to talk to strangers? Didn't you tell your kids don't jump in strange cars? For heaven's sake, you've done it in a foreign country. What are you doing? Don't worry, I'm not getting your kidneys. Come with me. Come on, let's get upstairs and let's go and get a coffee. Right? You're breaking the ice there a little bit. Right? You've got to make some fun out of it because these people are on holidays. The last thing you want to do is bore them. All right? You've got to knock that wall down and that wall's got to be knocked down. All right? You get them upstairs. Once you get them upstairs, sit them down in the correct positions. All right? And you're starting your warm-up. Your warm-up's going to come with, you're going to have a dominant buying motive. You're going to find a common bond. And you're going to find what we use, a word we use a lot, form. Family, occupation, recreation, motivation. You'll see in your training that form is very, very, very important. Find out about their family. Find out how many children they have.
Sorry, it depends a bit on the word common what?
Common bond. And you've got, as I said, form. Family, occupation, recreation, motivation. Finding out all about their family, what they like doing on their holidays, what they like doing in their spare time, right? What holidays do they take? Do they take weekend breaks? Do they take long week? Do they take 1 week a year, 2 weeks a year? Occupation. What are you? I'll tell you a quick little story about one scenario with me. I had a guy come in on a presentation, 64 years of age, from Adelaide, never been on a holiday his entire life. He came in, and I turned around and I said, Paul, his name was. I said, Paul, what do you do for a living, mate? Arnott's Biscuits. I said, Arnott's Biscuits. Are you serious? And I looked at her, I can't remember her name, I said, Arnott's Biscuits. There better be some biscuits in that bag there for me. That's all I said to this bloke. He spent the next 40 minutes talking to me about Arnott's Biscuits. He was a guy that used to get all the broken ones out. I sat and listened to him. Nobody probably has ever listened to that guy ever. I gave him that time where I listened to him. $27,000 cash out. Why? Everybody loves talking about themselves. Remember, 1, 2, listen. And this is where all this comes into it, right? You've got to find out what these people really want to do. If they don't like beaches, you're not going to be sitting there and showing them resorts on beaches. If they don't like the hills, you're not going to be, it's all comes into this form. The form is so, so important. All right? I'm going to hand out our first lot that we're doing today.
Thank you.
Cheers. Guys, this is what we call our pitch. Fortunately, unfortunately, whatever way you want to look at it, we need to know this backwards. We can't do this job without knowing this. It's what we call our 1 to 9. Our 1 to 9 is very simple. Your meet and greet, your warm up, it's all there, right? Your warm up to the product, your gift, your grabber, your rules of the game, credibility, survey sheet, break in a pack. Talking about the gift, I'm going to go straight into that because that's what this is all about. Every single one of these people that come in there have come in for a prize. Whether it's through Bali Getaways, whether it's through our marketing team calling them on the phone, or whether it's these stupid scratches, right? You're going to see these people come in, and I can guarantee you 100%, this is going to be the woman. She's walking up the stairs, going into your office, she's going to be holding on to this. If that's happening, you need to attend to it straight away. You need to deal with this straight away, all right? The gifts are stupid t-shirts, right? And the major prize. It's got a little circle on it. They're going to come in with 2 of these if it's a couple, and you turn around and you deal with it straight away where the woman's like this. Mary, you're strangling those cards. Give me those cards, please. Let me see what you've won. All right? Oh, who won the t-shirts? The man will always say he did. Unlucky. And I just throw it on the table. All right? Oh, who got the major prize? You, Mary. Get that excitement. You've got to get that excitement going. Right? That point there, you've got to show them the prizes. Mary, out of the 3 prizes, which one would you prefer? The 7 nights holiday, the GoPro, or the cash? You'll get the smarties that'll turn around and say the cash, which is $200, 2 million rupiah. Huh? Really? 200 bucks instead of $2.5 grand minimum of a 7 nights holiday. And they're in our resorts. John and Mary, this is the way we market our product. We market it this way, right, to have you here in front of us so we can answer any questions you may have, right? Is it for everybody? No, it's not for everyone. But I thank you for your time. That gift is yours today. You do not have to buy a single thing today. You're under no obligations whatsoever. Everybody receives that gift. The little sticker that's on there is not allowed to be pulled off. It's pulled off at the end by the gifting department or the manager. All right, must stay on. If it's pulled off, your manager will deal with it. All right, he will come over and deal with it. When you're explaining the gift and you're explaining it that they're going to receive it today, nothing's going to stop them from getting it. They get it as a thank you. If we would offer them as just a stupid t-shirts, would they come in? Absolutely not. They're all coming in for that. Your role is now to assure them that's theirs, right? After you do the gift with them, explaining that, please make a note of this. You must call your manager to the table. When you've told them they're going to receive this, John and Mary, I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get my manager over, right, to verify that you will receive these gifts today. Doesn't matter what happens, whether you become a member with me today or not, you will definitely receive these gifts. You call your manager over, manager comes over to the table. Shane, you stand up. Shane is my manager, Shane. John and Mary, my manager, Shane. Shane, I've just told John and Mary that they're under no obligations today. They will receive these gifts, whether the answer is yes or no today. Can you please verify that? What's happening there is, at reception, when they check in, the girls at reception are raising the payment. They're definitely going to get this. They're coming up, they're meeting Linda, and Linda's going to guarantee they're going to get this. And then all of a sudden, the bloke with the tie's coming over, right, who's a manager, a senior person, they're going to get this. So all of a sudden, these cards are gone from like this to relaxed on the table. I always say to everybody, grab the cards, Mary, put them in your bag, don't lose them. Remember, at the end of my presentation, you will receive that gift. I'll be personally with you when you receive them. All right? Mm-hmm. So you've handled that major object.
Just a question, that you've got that as number 4.
Yeah.
But why is it at 4 when you are doing it? When
Right. I'm doing it now because recently, right, a lot of them are charging in and holding on to this.
It's only if they're holding on to it.
If
not, you just do the normal procedure.
Do the normal.
Right.
But this is what I meant by a lot of them are holding on to that. And whatever you're going to say to them, if they're holding on to that, they're not listening to a word you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to deal with that at the start, right? Now, I personally try to leave it a little bit longer, right? I would turn around and make them sit down, right? Sit down, put your hand up, and all you say is, "Permisi." We've got a bar upstairs, right? Similar to that one over there, and there's about 7 girls that work there. The girls will be straight over to the table. Do not ask them, do you want a drink? John and Mary, I'm getting a coffee. What would you like? Would you like a coffee or a cold drink? Right? Coke, Sprite, tea, whatever it may be. Right? Never say, would you like a drink? Because I guarantee you, they're still like this.
Yeah.
No, we're right, thanks. No, I just had a water. No. I'm getting a coffee. Would you like a coffee or would you like a cold drink? As soon as the girl comes over, right? Mary would like a tea, John would like a black coffee, and I'll have a black coffee too, please. Right? As well as that, always upstairs they have fruit platters. Right? Mm-hmm. They have sandwiches, proper ham sandwiches, proper chicken sandwiches, things like that. You see your couple, if you've got a couple around about the 11:30 mark, probably haven't had lunch yet. John Mary, I'll tell you what we do have here. We've got some beautiful sandwiches and the fruit platters are amazing. What I'll do is I'll just get a plate and I'll put it on so you can pick through it. All right? Just knocking down the barriers. All right? This, yes, is normally done at that point. But if they've come in and they're not letting go of this, deal with it straight away. After you've dealt with it, please remember, do not forget this, call your manager, all right, your TO. He must come over and verify it, all right? Okay, we're going to get straight into it now with the warm-up. As I've said there, your dominant biomotive, your common bond, and you get into your form, right? Always remember to ask your clients when they first sit out, John and Mary, you been to Bali before? No, our first time. Seriously, if you hear that, start smiling, right? Because what you're going to do next after that, right? The minute that they have said to you, right, no, it's my first time in Bali, I need you to spend at least 10 to 15 minutes with these people, telling them 10 things to do in Bali. The most important one I used to always tell everybody is, number one, money exchange. When they've said no to me, that they've never been to Bali before, is to say, okay, John and Mary, I'm going to get off track a little bit here, right? I'm going to just spend a few minutes telling you about the do's and don'ts about Bali. I want you to have a good time. I don't want you to get sick. I don't want you to get ripped off. I'm going to write down some do's and don'ts for you. The minute you've done that, these people are going to start thinking, hold on, this bloke cares about me, right? You're breaking that ice. You need to break that ice. I used to do, number one, money exchange. I'll tell you a quick little story, John and Mary, right? Just the other day, I had a couple from Adelaide. Man was 72, the lady was 76. Never been to Bali before. They were only here for a grandchild's wedding. They arrived the night before. They were picked up at 8 o'clock in the morning by one of our guys who jumped out of trees and kidnapped them, brought them in here. They had just changed 500 Australian dollars at a money changer that sold shoes. When I started telling them the story about be careful about money changers, I saw the expression on her face. She went white. And I asked her, I said, what's wrong? She said, we've just changed $500. I said, have you spent any of it? She said, no. I said, pull it out, please, show me. She pulled it out and put it on the table. This is a true story. She had $162 in real currency. She was ripped off. $348. From Seminyak Square, there was a money change there at Seminyak Square. When I counted that money out, this poor lady broke down. I put my hand up and called my manager over. I said, I need to go for a drive. He said, what's wrong? I said, this lady's just changed 500 Australian dollars. She's been ripped off $340. I want to go and sort it out for her. He said, go for it. We jumped in a car, we drove out to Seminyak Square, and I walked up to that place, and I said to them, stay in the car, keep the windows down, but stay in the car, I don't want you out of the car. I got out of the car, and I got the guy, and I said, come for a walk here. I speak Indonesian fluently. I called him to the door. I said, they're two old people. Very old people. You grub, you've ripped their money off. I want their $100 now. I said, I had my phone out. I said, I'm ready to ring the police. Cut a long story short, I got the $500 for her, right? I didn't even give back the $160 that she had received. I made her keep that as well. He was screaming in the street, he was going to fix me, he's going to do all this, right? We got back here, right? They never joined. They never joined because they were people that were very, very old, and it was their only holiday, right? Their only holiday they had, and it was only because of a wedding that they're coming to. These people that I tell that story to, it's what we call our third-party stories. Everybody I tell a story like that to, all of a sudden, the barriers are dropping. This bloke's so caring. You've got to use third-party stories in everything you do. Right? Money changes. Look for the money changes that are registered money changes. Got the foreign currencies in electronic boards, CCT cabinet. They look like little banks. If they're selling shirts in that shop and it's a money changer, I can guarantee you're going to get ripped off.
I must say, Peter, the other day we go to one room and it was honestly a hole in the wall. It was really dodgy, but
Yeah.
we knew. And he gave us 9.6.
Yeah, well.
But wasn't it funny? We
With that, seriously, once you start telling somebody that's never been here about to be careful where they change their money, right? Number 2 point I used to tell everybody is Bluebird Group taxis. You probably, all of you in this room, apart from John probably, been here so long, have been ripped off by a taxi.
Yeah, I have for sure.
Right? Now, how do you tell a genuine Bluebird Group taxi? Very simple. Every Bluebird Group taxi's got an IV or a VV with a number on it. It could be 470, whatever it may be.
It's on the car.
It's on every panel around the car.
Okay.
Every Bluebird Group taxi has got the Bluebird Group sticker across the windscreen. When you open the door of a Bluebird Group taxi, on the dashboard, it's got the sticker of Bluebird Group. These taxis are monitored and checked. You will not be ripped off. Their meters are genuine. Unfortunately, the grubs out there have now decided to put the bird on top of their lights, and you think you're jumping in all Bluebird. I guarantee you're paying triple the price. Their meters are all tricked up and going up 10 times as fast. It's a tip you give your clients, right? The other major one I used to use a lot, John and Mary, you've probably heard about Barley Valley, right? Be very careful. If the place looks dodgy, be careful of lettuce and tomato. Not washed properly, that's what gives you the worst Barley Valley of all times, right? Yes, your ices, yes, your waters, all that sort of stuff. What I suggest for you to do is do me a big favour today. When you leave me today, I want you to go to Alpha Mart, Mini Mart, Circle Quay, one of those places, and buy a soft drink. It's called Lum Tum. It'll cost you about 60 cents. Buy the one only that is red flavour. It's like a can of Coke. It's got the red on the top. The minute you feel your tummy's not right, grab that can of drink it, it will kill the Barley Valley straight away. It's fact. Don't let it settle in, right? I always advise a lot of my clients that have never been here before, buy a couple of cans, have one in the morning when you wake up, have one at night before you go to bed. It tastes beautiful, right? There's nothing wrong with it. But it is something, there's something in the redness of this drink that works against the Barley Valley. Now, once I've hit them here with that, I guarantee you they've forgotten about being on a presentation. They're totally forgotten about being on a presentation. I then elaborate, guys, are you going to do any tours? Are you going to do it, go anywhere? Oh yeah, we're thinking, well, I recommend you go and do number 4, Tunnel Lot. Tunnel Lot, Temple, Monkey Forest, you would. And I always chuck in Kindamani, Volcano. John and Mary, if you got a driver to pick you up at 8 a.m. and take you for the whole day and do those 3 together, he's going to quote you about 1.2, 1.3 million rupiah. No, John and Mary. The maximum you pay for a driver from say 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. to take you on your tour, and that includes everything, is around about 600,000 maximum. What you're doing there is you're letting them know what to spend on this. I'm going to only do one more, right? Number 5, John and Mary, if you're going to do any shopping, Matahari in Kuta Square is the best place to do your shopping. Fixed prices, you get everything you want, right? If you want to go to the little markets, keep this in mind, please. Bring another bag with you. Because whatever you buy, you don't want the other retailers seeing what colour bag that shop's giving you. Because if they've given you a grey and black one, they've got you. And what they're doing is they're telling every other shop, these people are easy. Right? So put it in your own bag so no one knows. How do you barter? Very simple, John and Mary. If they have said to you it cost 100,000 for that shirt, you offer them a third of that price. Offer them 30,000 and I will guarantee you 100% you will get it. 100% you will get it. You turn around when they've said 100,000, you look at them straight in the eye and say, 30,000, you want it, yes or no? No. Start walking, I guarantee you won't get free steps. Okay. They'll come back and say 40. I said, finished. I said 30. All right, 30. If it's 200,000, you'll get it for 60. Pick up a couple of 4 or 5 other points there to be able to present to your clients where make your own research. You can use white sands on the beach here, right? Mm-hmm. Have you ever been down to the seafood markets here? Come here about 5:30 in the afternoon, sit there on the beach, watch sunset, get that cold beer and beautiful fresh seafood. Is something that's very, very big. 90% of the people that you're going to see daily here have never been to Jimbaran. Never been to Jimbaran. They wouldn't know how beautiful it really is here. But if you're spending the time to tell them these things, the things to do and don't do, right? These people are forgetting all about their presentation. It's really, really, really important, right? If they've been here before, still start going through this, because a lot of them are geniuses. And then when you point out, a lot will come to them, really, I've been here, God, come near 20 times, I never knew about that. And I can guarantee you, the people that have been here 20 times sit at Kuta Beach, right, drinking their bintang on that sand and wouldn't know what the other beaches look like. Again, start explaining about it. They've never been near Ubud. They've never been in a monkey forest. They've never been to Kintabani, done a lot. Spend that 10 minutes or so giving them your tips. Okay?